Hello, and welcome to the third video from today, where I showcase the comics that I've picked up in the last week. That was a bit too posh, wasn't it? Yeah, I know. How's everybody doing out there? Mark here, and yeah, this is all about comics. There you go. This is, as I said before, this is the third video I've done today, so I'm hoping people aren't getting bored of me. I'm trying to get, as I've said in the previous videos, I'm trying to get these down so I can do some shorter live haul videos at the end of the month with the comics that I pick up. I'm still going to be doing those, but I also wanted to get into redoing these recorded videos for YouTube, because I think I've been putting my channel a bit on the back burner. I've been quite lazy with this channel. I've not really given it the attention that it needs. I've been taking the easy way out and just doing massive, like 2-3 hour haul videos of all the comics that I've picked up in the course of a month, and that's just not the way it should be. No. So I'm trying to get myself, limbered up, going, get it into, thing. Give you people out there more of what you want, which is obviously the comics, not me. So, plus as well as that, this is also a way for me to count down the days until London Super Comic Con, which is going to be in 5 days, I think, if my math is correct, which it probably isn't. So, yeah, hopefully that is going to be an awesome day on the day. I will be there on the 14th of March. You will probably be sick and tired of hearing about me talking about London Super Comic Con by the time it comes to it. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I need to say before I get onto the comics. If you see me there, come up, say hi. We'll take some pictures, because there's a lot of people going to be on the YCC, so we'll take some pictures and some videos and put them up on the YCC Facebook page, just to show how awesome LSCC is, and also how awesome everybody is in the YCC group on Facebook and the comic book community here, because you are all awesome. We all have our differences, we all have our different likes and our different dislikes, and that, but we all are pretty flipping awesome if you think about it. We just need to learn to play nice sometimes. Right, these are the independents. The first video I did today, which is the 9th of March, and this is about 11:15 in the morning now, so that's not too bad. First video I did today, I showed you some magazines that I picked up in the village shop in the little village that I used to live in, and some old comics, back issues that I managed to pick up off eBay. The second video I did showed DC comics and Marvel comics that I managed to pick up. This one will be the independents. Even though this is a recorded video, my editing skills are non-existent, so this is why it's going to have this like the same feel as one of my live videos, where anything can happen because I can't be bothered to edit. Simple as that. Right. I've got these in company alphabetical order, and then in comic book alphabetical order. So first up, it might not seem like that actually with this first comic. First up, we have got from Dark Circle Comics, which is an imprint of Archie Comics. Yeah, see, Archie, first one, yeah. And it is the Black Hood #1. There you go. Brand new series come out from Archie Comics and their Dark Circle imprint company, publisher, and that looks like it could be good. If you don't know anything about the character of the Black Hood, I believe Archie first published these comics as Red Circle Comics, and it was in the, I want to say 80s they brought these characters out. The 70s and 80s they brought these characters out. I might be wrong about that, so don't berate me. I've done very little research on this. It's only what's in my head at the moment. Then DC had a go at publishing these characters. 2 goes, in fact. One was in the early 90s, and that's where they published the Impact imprint series that they had in, I think, around about 91, 92. and they had Black Hood, Jaguar, the Shield, the Fly, the Web, and all the characters from the Archie comics. Then they tried again in I think it was around about 2009, 2010, where they had J.M. Straczynski write some one-shots and miniseries for the different characters. They weren't that well received, and I think there's been another couple of comic book companies that have tried to re-establish these characters as a comic book, stalwart, but they haven't really sort of done much with them. I think there's a comic called The New Crusaders, which had all the characters in it from this imprint, and they've not. I don't think that was well received at all. So Archie looks like they're trying to do this now their way, and with the success of comics like Afterlife with Archie and Sabrina, even though Sabrina's only had the first issue published, Archie Comics, when's Sabrina 2 going to be coming out? Come on. Yeah, it's these are more mature versions of these characters than I think I've ever read in from any other company. It's less child friendly, these comics, than I've read, especially from the Impact series. They were quite geared towards the like mid to early teens, pre-teen sort of era to get them into reading comics and that. Not completely childish, but they weren't as adult as these are. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this. I think there's the Fox, and there's the Shield. So that's the 3 that they're bringing out at the moment. And I think this is cover E, so there's loads of covers for this one. So yeah, looking forward to reading it. That's cool, very cool. And next up, from Boom Studios, we have George Perez's Sirens, number 3. Number 3. There we go. And I don't know, Perez's artwork, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. But I read this comic, and halfway through, I thought I had an aneurysm because I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't read this yet. But something happens halfway through this comic that you're getting into the story, and it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it just completely. I was just like, oh, what the going on? And it was, so you're reading the story and you're getting into the action of the story, and all these these female characters are fighting, using their powers to stop this invasion force and that. And then all of a sudden something happens halfway, and you're like, what? I turned the page. I was like, what the hell happened there? And again, it's not a bad thing. It was just something that completely took me out of the moment. And I was like, okay, this is really freaking me out. And then as you're reading on, you get to understand what's happened, and it goes back to, yeah. It's been all right. It's been okay. I'll admit I've only bought this purely for George Perez's artwork, because I think he's just a phenomenal artist. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. Really have been enjoying it. That's pretty cool. Oh, this is been. I've really enjoyed the first miniseries that Dark Horse did with this series. The first 5 issues were just brilliant. And it wasn't until I read this issue that I found out that it's actually a subtitle for this series. It's Colder, the Bad Seed. And I thought they actually were calling it the Bad Seed because it's an ongoing series. I thought they were calling it that all the way through. But no, because the next story arc has got a completely different title to it. So it's going to be Colder. Hang on a sec. Colder, Toss the Bones. That looks good. That looks good. But yeah, this series has been brilliant. It's the perfect mix of, even though there's some gore in it, it's not overly gory. There are some moments where you're reading it and you're going, ooh, sort of thing. But it's not sort of like blood-soaked gore or anything like you'd see in like slasher movies or sort of like the torture porn that you're getting from horror movies nowadays. It's still sort of like gory, but not overly gory. The actual horror in this is more of the creepy horror that you would get from movies like Japanese movies like The Ring or Dark Waters or anything like that. And it's just one of those things that just you feel that's like tingle in the back of your neck or that shiver down your spine as you're reading it, and you're thinking, wow, that is just creepy. You know, it's like walking home at night and walking past a dark alley and you think you see somebody down the other end of the dark alley, but when you look, there's nobody there. That's sort of creepy, you know. But yeah, this has been great. Colder the Bad Seed, brilliant series. Can't wait for the next story arc to start up. Really enjoying that. Really enjoying that. One issue to go with this. I don't know if it's because it hasn't really been received well by comic book readers and fans. I don't know if it's just because they only planned to do 12 issues of this and the other comics that they did in this imprint for Dynamite and Gold Key. But whatever the reason, we've only got 12. We've only got one more issue of this. I think Turok, Dinosaur Hunters, now finished, and Solar Man of the Atom's got 3 issues to go, 2 issues to go, and this is Magnus Robot Fighter number 11, which I'm sorry to see it go. It's been a fun read, without a doubt. It's been a really fun read. It's a nice, different take on the character than we've ever read in any of the other series that we had from Gold Key or Dell, or from Valiant Comics, or from Dark Horse. This is a completely different take as such from the character, but it's been enjoyable. And yeah, sorry to see it go. I am sorry to see it go. Here we go. And we have got Autumn Lands, Tooth and Claw, issue 4 from Image. Another really nice book. Really well written. Beautiful artwork in there. Really is beautiful artwork. And yes, it's one of those ones that I have actually been looking forward to reading every month. It really is. Image just producing so many good comics. Really are. It's unbelievable how really is unbelievable the quality of the writing that you're getting from Image Comics at the moment. I think if Marvel and DC, I imagine if Marvel and DC had the same sort of like working ethics with Image have got with their comics, it would Marvel and DC comics would be just blowing everybody out of water if they were being produced like Image are. Yeah, really cool, really nice comic. And also from Image, we have the final issue of Mark Miller and Duncan Fagrado's MPH issue 5. Is this going to be another new movie? Seems like everything Mark Miller produces in comic books turns into a movie. So I think it would be interesting to see this happen. Actually, there's a few things in this that I'm sitting there thinking, yes, that is like what I would expect to happen in a comic book like this. So there wasn't really that many surprises for me, but then I've read so many comics that there aren't that many surprises at the end of comic books for me. But yeah, still a good series, really good, and I probably would see this if it was a movie. I probably would. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to make of this one. They're not like us, and this is definitely not like any other comic book that I've read. Uh, it's good. I'm it's a really good comic. I've been enjoying reading it. You know, the artwork in it's really nice. I shall keep on getting it and keep on reading it. It's just, I don't know. There's just one. I think there's one piece with this comic book that just hasn't quite clicked with me, and I can't put my finger on what it is. But you know, it's something that I've been enjoying reading, so I'll keep on reading it. Hopefully there'll be that click will like happen, and I'll be like, ah, yeah, this is the comic book. You know, so they're not like us. Number 3. Yeah, it's good comic, but it's something about it just hasn't clicked with me. I don't know what it is. Come on, what? Issue 8 of this one, and this is The Wicked and the Divine, number 8. Really good series, really good series. I've been enjoying it immensely. It's a nice take on what would it be like if the gods or immortals were real. You know, it's that sort of style, and they was like musicians, stars of the day, celebrities of the day. Yeah, definitely been enjoying that. And finally, so I'm just looking at the cover. I like this cover. The 12th Doctor's New Adventures with the 12th Doctor, Doctor Who number 5. This is cover B for this comic. Really nice cover there. I know it's a photo cover, but you know, still I've enjoyed it. Yeah, it's a really nice take on the series, on the TV series. I believe they've got the actual feel of the 12th Doctor in this comic. It's like with the 11th Doctor comic they've got the feel of the 11th Doctor in there. The 10th Doctor, the first story arc, was a little bit, didn't really feel like it was a 10th Doctor story, and then they come in with the second story arc, which was the Weeping Angels in the First World War trenches, and that one was good. That one was, that's been a brilliant, that actually feels like a 10th Doctor story. But yeah, I've been enjoying these Titan comics a lot. A lot. I actually think I've been enjoying the Titan comics a lot more than I actually enjoyed the IDW comics, because there was something about those that, again, just didn't feel right. But yeah, really nice comic. Really worth picking up if you're a Doctor Who fan, definitely. I think that's it. I've got nothing else to show you just yet. That's not a bad go for a video. Yeah, we'll have that. That'll be alright. If you want to comment on anything you've seen in these videos, comment section down below. If you want to subscribe to this channel, there. I think it's there. It's one of the sides. Big red button says subscribe. Pretty, you know, self-explanatory really. If you want a thumbs up, great. If you want a thumbs down, whatever. But as I always say, if you do want a thumbs down, just say why. Why not? Thank you for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow, where I will probably only do one video. We'll see. And I will hopefully see you at London Super Comic Con at some point, if you're going. Yeah. Enjoy the comics that you read, and I'll see you later on. Ta-ta for now.